You're listening to RealAgriculture.com. Get real, get connected.
I'm Lyndsey Smith with Real Agriculture. I'm joined today by Mark Brock. He's the chair of the GFO. And Mark, it's planting time. It is actually May 7th, which is the deadline for comments on the proposed neonic regulations, which is great timing. But we've got some recent news about the Minister of Environment, Glenn Murray, making some overtures that has GFO a little concerned. Bring us up to speed.
Well, I think we're concerned right from the start with the way this regulation process has gone with the draft regulation. And, you know, being under the Pesticide Act, this new Class 12, it falls to the camp of Minister Murray and the Minister of the Environment. So, you know, we're a little concerned there. And just some of the comments in the last couple of weeks have even raised more concerns for us because we've been told through this process that, you know, they're specific to these three compounds of neonicotinoid seed treatments. But, you know, just some of these comments around glyphosate that we're hearing, you know, climate change discussion and organic farming is the way to go and different things like that. It starts to unnerve you a little bit, and we're just concerned how broad his agenda really is when he's under this banner of Minister of the Environment and Climate Change.
So now GFO did ask for a few more weeks, a few more days. I think it was 15 extra days for a comment period, which was not granted. Did you hear anything back from that at all, or was it just not?
We received a official letter, but it was very political language. No real reason why they couldn't extend it. It just seems to be some of that political messaging they're using now. You know, really hiding behind the guys that they consulted in November with that discussion paper period. But this is a brand new regulation. Really, none of it was within that discussion paper per se. So, like, really, this is a fresh start. So to hide behind the comments of, well, we already had a comment period is, I think, is inaccurate. And we're just concerned that, you know, we're in our busiest time. They're trying to do a discussion period that's only 45 days, one of the quickest ones they need to do. And we're just asking for more time. So we're a little frustrated with this, I think, political will just to ram this thing through. And we feel that we're not getting heard from agriculture and that they're really just placating to these anti-ag environmentalist groups.
So with some of the Minister of Environment's comments recently, where do you see potentially some of the next pressure coming down?
Well, I think we just really have to watch what comes out of all this, you know, and be aware that there seems to be some very, you know, anti-technology movements and ideologies that might be filtering out of his ministry a little bit. And I think we just have to ensure that we hold him accountable for his comments, and I think we have to challenge the Liberal leadership to really rein Minister Murray in and realize that we are a significant part of the economy here in Ontario, and that some of these offhanded comments could have a very significant impact on the livelihoods of many people in the province.
Now, we're talking about the Ministry of Environment, but we're talking about agriculture. Where does the Ministry of Agriculture fit into all of this?
Well, it's a good question. And, you know, I think there's some desire to see a little bit more strength come out of the Ministry of the Agriculture and Rural Affairs. But right now, I think our focus rate is with the Minister of the Environment because this does fall under his banner with the neonic Class 12 regulation. But, you know, I think it brings some concerns to us that, you know, if Mr. Murray is attending Ontario Beekeeping Association meetings and going to the organic, you know, farming groups, that's really the turf of Minister Leo, I would argue. And I just really think that Mr. Murray is really outstretching his boundaries.
Okay. Mark Brock with GFO. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.